Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? My name is Ekure. I am here to talk. This is day two of the Wait is Over challenge. Yes, we had an amazing day yesterday. We talked about the foundationals, knowing your numbers. That is finding out what your BMI is, finding out what your vital signs look like, your blood work. Before you start a weight loss challenge, you always definitely have to see your doctor so you can know exactly what's going on in your body. We talked about about knowing your own personal your body and everything, and knowing what your body is saying, because sometimes your body's speaking and you're not responding. So by the time you see your doctor, you have a baseline of everything that's going on in your body, and you know where to go from there. We also talked about nutrition. We talked about what it is that you should be eating more whole foods, fruits, vegetables, very minimal processed foods, and you also to drink mostly water instead of sugary drinks and stuff. We also talked about the fact comparing it to a car. In a high-end car, you're not just gonna put any kind of fuel, any kind of gas in your car. So the better the gas, the better the mileage, the better the quality of the car. You see, it's very important for you to put the right type of gas in the car. If you put the wrong gas in the car, you can actually destroy the car. So if you look at your body that way, it's the same thing. And also your doctor will be able to explain some numbers to you and stuff. A lot of people may even have medical conditions and may not realize it. So you just thinking, okay, I don't feel good, I don't feel well. Maybe it's because I don't sleep enough, maybe because I don't do that. No, could be something else. So it's very important to go to your doctor and get a foundation of what's really going on with your body, so you know exactly what's happening. That way you know what to tackle. We went further into we talked about so many things. We talked about gut health. We talked about gut health and everything. It was such an amazing day. I'm just kind of giving a recap, and I'm going to kind of start all over again from gut health, because I think gut health is really foundational and stuff. And for foundational stuff, we really the foundations we even though we've talked about some of the things I already mentioned, it is so important to talk about gut health. It's so important. So we're gonna go straight into it. And for those of you who do not know me, you're coming here for the first time. My name is Ekure. I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for over 15 years. I've been in the health and wellness space for like almost next month will make exactly three years. And I've also been in a weight loss. I've been a weight loss counselor. I actually wanted to correct that because I'm not a weight loss coach, a weight loss counselor. Sound similar, but weight loss counselor is what I've been. So yeah, I actually helped a lot of people to lose weight, guiding them in their weight loss journey. I'd love to see people win, and that's my say. That's the reason why I brought this challenge on. The wait is over, because there are many things that we face in our weight loss journey. And if we deal with those the root problem of stuff, then we'll be able to deal with the problem real good and tackle things head on and get the results that we're looking for. So I'm gonna go straight into gut health. So I'm gonna go straight into gut health, because which is the foundation of everything. Because hey, they say that the brain, your gut is your second brain. But when a baby is being formed, the first two things that form is the brain and the gut, and they're all joined together. When you see a baby's what you call it, when you see a baby in a sonogram, you see what it looks like when it's just beginning to form. It just looks like a little line and then a little blob of tissue somewhere. So yeah, so the gut is the first thing that starts forming. So the thing about most women think that weight loss is just about calories and stuff. It's really not just about that. The foundation is your gut. Most women think that um gut health start the weight loss starts um excuse me. If your gut is not healthy, your body cannot properly absorb nutrients. Do you know that the body has an ability to absorb, to store up to 20 pounds of waste in it? And that way you think you're overweight, and you know you don't realize that just most of it is actually the waste. And some people, because what's been going on in their gut, by the time they take out the waste that's in their gut, they lose significant weight, and then body begins to absorb nutrients better, and they start feeling better. Like I also said, I shared yesterday that I had some situations with my gut where I was having digestion problems and stuff. I just wasn't feeling right. Every time I would eat, I feel bloated. I just don't feel right. But then I started looking into my gut health sometime in November. I started getting some, taking some medications to help me and stuff. But these are actually more supplements than medications because I don't really do well with prescriptions and stuff like that. I usually do well with things that are natural and stuff. I do better that way. My body's pretty sensitive to stuff. So this has really helped me out and stuff. And I've been feeling better. And then again, with my health and wellness business that I do, we came out with this amazing product that was just a game changer for me. And I'm so blessed to have it. I'm telling you, it's been regulating the gut health. It's been making me feel much better. It regulates my hunger, help a lot with inflammation, supporting healthy hormones, which is what when your healthy gut does. And it makes your weight loss much easier. If your gut is not in right health, your weight loss is very hard. It gets really hard. So your gut is home to a lot of trillions of bacteria. We have the good bacteria and bad bacteria. So if you have more of the bad than the good, it's not you, then you get sick. But if you have more good than bad, then it balances out real good and your body gets what it needs. So symptoms of having problems with your gut is you get bloating, stomach and gas discomfort, cravings, sugar cravings a lot, brain fog, difficulty sleeping, skin issues, difficulty losing weight. And I'll tell you something in reference to the brain fog. I didn't even realize that I was dealing with that. I mean, sometimes you forget something like, oh, I don't remember what was I supposed to do again. And then I didn't really realize that because when you're just used to doing something, you just think that that's the norm or whatever. But one thing I also didn't realize is that I wasn't sleeping. And the reason was I'm a mom of two special needs children. And I work night shift anyway when I work in a hospital. I work night shift. So it's been normal for me to work at night and stay up at night. And I just felt like I need to watch the boys and stuff and at night. But man, when I started taking this new supplement that we have called Core Cleanse, oh my goodness. If you guys don't do nothing, y'all need to get some Core Cleanse. I'm telling you, because this thing is so good. I started to sleep. In fact, I started feeling guilty that I was sleeping. I started feeling guilty, and this is part of the emotional stuff, feeling guilty that I was sleeping, like, but I was so deprived. I was so sleep deprived. And now I go to bed at now. Now I sleep at night. Whatever's going on is going on. The doors are locked. Everybody's fed. Everybody's fine. The place is clean. I go to bed. And since then, I have been sleeping so good. So when your gut is normal, you have like you start having good things like I was explaining. I started sleeping well, hunger hormones are good, blood sugar is fine, inflammation is regulated, your sleep, your energy. Oh my God, I have so much energy. I have great energy. I wake up feeling alive. Like I feel alive and it's amazing. And the beautiful thing about what you call it about the good bacteria is that it needs the right thing to feed on like fiber is really good for the good bacteria to grow. It just breaks down the food better. And if, again, if you have an enzyme problems, your enzymes are not digesting the food really good, that's not a good thing. Enzymes are supposed to break the body down. So with this product that I was talking about, which I'm really not talking about product, but what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to break down the whatever's in your body that's been sitting there for a while, break it down. And once it breaks it down for about 5 days, then you have 2 days of releasing the toxins out. I have never seen any system like that before. I have been in health and wellness. I've been a nurse, like I told you, for over 15. I've never heard anything like that. So it's really, even for the hospital, that is a game changer. So if there are doctors out there, you want to try something like this, I would tell you, try the Core Cleanse because it is so good. It's doing amazing things for people out there. I cannot, we'll have another section for that. But this, I just had to tell you because it's so foundational. And when you start feeling good, you start feeling the energy that you need, you have hope. When you have energy, you have hope and you feel like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. I definitely can lose this weight. So some of the things that damage your gut is too much sugar, highly processed foods, chronic stress, not sleeping enough, frequent antibiotics. Oh my God. not drinking enough water and not enough fiber. Freaking antibiotics is not good because antibiotics, even though it helps to heal your body and all that, when you do too much of it, it can actually change the biome in your body. And your body may lose its ability to fight the way it's supposed to fight. And if it affects the gut, it's not a good thing at all. You can have some serious bad situations with your gut. So that'll be another topic for another day. But the foods that help with that helps the gut, like vegetables, fruits, water, nuts, seeds, leafy vegetable, especially really good. Yeah, better sleep, daily movement, really good for your gut. Oh, stress management, very good for your gut. Like when I find out that when I used to go running, for those of you who were here yesterday, and I talked about, running, I used to do different things. One of the things I did was running. I would run about maybe a mile or 2 miles or something. I used to run, and I would notice that every time I run, I use a bathroom that day. So if I was constipated and I hadn't gone for a few days, if I run that day, I know I'm going to go that day. So that's another thing. And then women, we have this thing where we have constipation issues and we're not talking about it. Everybody's keeping quiet about their bathroom problems. We can't keep quiet about something that's really affecting us that really needs to change, because if it doesn't change, it's not, you're not going to feel better and you're going to attribute it to something else. I actually had a nurse practitioner who was saying that she wasn't feeling good. She was beginning to forget things. She just started feeling stressed out, not resting enough. And she started thinking, oh my God, maybe I'm going into menopause. Man, when she tried a core cleanse, she was like, oh my God, like this is amazing that she said, I have to apologize to my hormones because I thought it was hormones. It really was. It really wasn't. I was full of toxins. Do you know that the average people, there are a lot of Americans that do not detoxify themselves. A lot of people, the average American does not detox their body. They don't. I made a video, but I didn't show that part where I was asking a guy about his gut health and stuff. I asked not only him, I asked many people in a particular city in Texas. I was asking people, have you ever detoxed yourself before? Like, no, no. A lot of people didn't. No, I don't. Because they've made it seem as if it's okay not to detox your body. You have to detox your body. It is so essential to detox your body. You have to detox your body. So detoxing is very, very essential. The gut is like a garden. You think of your gut as a garden. Good foods. The good foods are the flowers, and the weeds are the bad foods. So if the bad foods, which is the processed foods, is too much, it doesn't, you got to get it out so that the garden can grow really well. See, so that's pretty much it. So I'm not going to take too much time. I just wanted to I had to talk about that for those who were not here yesterday on those who were not here for day one. So I just wanted to make sure I brought that up. But day two, we are going to go straight into what I love, which is, oh my God, I had so many questions yesterday on emotional health. It was ridiculous. I was just everywhere I turn, I'll get a message. Are you going to be talking about emotional health? Are you going to be talking about? I'm like, emotional health? What is this emotional health thing? What's going on with it? Man, yes, I'm going to be talking about emotional eating. Emotional eating with um weight loss, how it affects weight loss. Many women suffer from this. Emotional eating happens when a lot of women try so many things and they get frustrated and things don't work out. They begin to eat. And let's be honest, some emotional eating is not just about food. It could be about pain. It could be about grief. It could be about loneliness, stress, trauma, and about trying to survive emotionally. Some people don't just go to food to eat, they do it to just survive. So some kind of way of comforting themselves. So we have to find other ways to help ourselves to cope. So trauma is a really big thing. It's about trying to survive emotionally food simply becomes a medication when you're trying to emotionally support yourself in that way. So the problem is that food may comfort temporarily, but it cannot heal the wound. And if somebody is eating because they are bored, they're lonely, they feel sad, the first thing they have to do is to identify what's really going to themselves. So you ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Because a lot of the times when people really feel so horrible, they don't take the time to stop and think. They just react to it. They just like, okay, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like dealing with this. This is too much. Life is too stressful. Oh, just go in there and you get a bowl of ice cream, a full bowl, or take the whole container and sit and just eat it all up. Just eat it all up because you're trying to feel a whole. But and it's not an easy thing. It's a very sensitive topic actually because I know an elderly person messaged me and she was like, do you talk about emotional eating? How do I deal with emotional eating? And I'm thinking, hey, um, geez, I don't even know if I don't see her on, I don't even see, but yeah, people deal with it. And I tell her that I deal with it too. We all deal with it, but it's what to do with it. So if you're having emotional problems and you don't know what to do, first things to do is just first of all ask yourself, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? And what are you hoping that food would do for you when you go to the food to comfort yourself? Because pretty much there's something going on with you, very highly stressed out, and you just go into emotional eating. Some people go to food to deal with the stress, and we're dealing with food because we're dealing with weight loss, and weight loss got to do with food. But some people don't handle stress well. One of the ways is with emotional eating. So you ask yourself, is it because you're not? It's because sometimes, a lot of the times, you're not hungry when you're eating emotionally. You ask yourself, are you lonely? Is it because you're tired? Are you grieving something? Are you overwhelmed? Are you hurt? Because food is simply the easiest thing that is available. So people just go to run to it and just eat it and just, and sometimes when they even when you notice that when they even when you stuff up yourself, you start asking, then you start feeling bad. You start asking, well, I already messed this whole thing up and man, I ain't gonna do this diet no more. That's when the cycle starts. The cycle of starting something and not finishing it. So that's what I said I'm going to talk about today. So women have this thing where, we're stressed out, you're probably stressed out, bills, especially if you're a single mom, you got bills, your kids are acting out, or if you're a married woman, your husband's not doing whatever he's supposed to be doing. Whatever. So many things trigger us. The bills are not adding up, the money that you're making is not enough, and people are stressed out. I want you to know that even though it's stressful to do that, to feel all these things, it is it's difficult. As difficult as it is, the food never really answers the problem. Because by the time you eat the food and stuff and you're on a weight loss journey, then you go into that guilt where like, oh snap, you started on Sunday, because Sunday's beginning of the week, I'm gonna be good this week. Then on Tuesday, stress has already happened and boom. You eat, and then like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit this whole thing. I'll start all over again on Monday. That's not a good thing. And a lot of the plans that people follow or they do because they have no accountability and they don't have the support that they need, they keep restarting that cycle. And that thing does not help because it your motivation, you might feel you're hype about starting something, but that's not what's going to keep you. Getting the support and the accountability that you need is what you're going to need to keep going. If you have a bad day, that is not the end of the world. And when you get the support that you need and you have somebody to talk to, because when you're having this emotional stuff, there are a lot of things that I'm going to be talking about that you need to do to help you. And that way you're going to get stronger, you're going to get better, you're going to be able to cope better. So let's talk about what do you do? Like let's say build a loneliness and you one thing you can do is like a building a loneliness and a stress plan. Okay, before the loneliness comes, decide what you're gonna do if you get lonely or if you're lonely. Or but most of the time, if you're already lonely, nobody really plans to be lonely. But if things you're lonely, there's some things that you can do, which is go for a walk, or you can watch a favorite movie, you can listen to worship music, like read a book, call a friend, join a church group, or you can journal for people who love to journal their thoughts because there are people who really do very well at journaling and it makes them feel good. Or you can work on a hobby, you can volunteer somewhere, get outside, don't stay in the house, take a bath, take a warm shower or something. You can pray, sit outside, get some sun, some breeze or whatever. These are stuff that you can really do. And the goal is not to stop using the food as the only solution. Because sometimes food, you might feel good for a little bit, but if you're on a diet, you know that you're trying to lose weight, it's only temporary. But when you have the loneliness factor, you can build that into your schedule so you don't feel so lonely. So the loneliness factor can easily be fixed depending on your personality type and stuff like that. But over time, it definitely can be fixed and you feel better. So the goal is to stop using the food as a solution. And but some people say that, well, I've tried all that and it still didn't work. It didn't work. So that means you're probably dealing with something much deeper than um, that. You might have a deeper issue. Um, I know, like for me, like for example, myself, I can say like when I go through stuff, I tend to not want to eat. Like if I'm grieving is deeper than the loneliness. Like for me, grieving is a deeper situation. And when people are grieving, sometimes the food is where they go to eat. They try to do that to emotionally eat that way. And even though some people may need more than a weight loss coach for that, you might need to do therapy. You might have to go counseling, therapy, grief support. If you've got some trauma healing, or you might actually have to go talk to a pastor, pastoral care, and a professional support. So, and there's absolutely no shame in that because if you have, let's say if someone breaks their legs and you have a wound, you break your leg, you have to go to the hospital. You got to get that healed, right? Because your body has to heal for you to function again. So people frown a lot on mental health as if it's not a condition. If you are in a situation where you are not feeling whole in your body, mentally, you're grieving, you need to go see somebody and talk to somebody. That way you can start getting healing in that area because emotional healing is so important. I can tell you that. I'll tell you my story a little bit. So if you break your leg, you can't pray harder and try to get it fixed. You got to go to the doctor and get that fixed. So the same thing is with emotionally, you have to go ahead and do the therapy, counseling, and stuff for deeper issues. So for a woman who's lost somebody, it's going to take time. So you're going to have to be patient with yourself and give yourself grace. No judgment to yourself. Maybe people experience things like when your relationship ends. Maybe you had a divorce, relationship ended. Um, your children move out. They're going out now. Life has changed and the grief is real because all of a sudden the people that are around you, they're no more there. So healing is going to take time, and I want you to be patient with yourself. Do not judge yourself and make things too hard for yourself. So food cannot heal grief. It cannot even heal abandonment. It does not heal heartbreak. So what you have to do is with that, with the community thing helps, community, taking time, healthy support, your faith, reading your Bible as a Christian, if you're a Christian, because I'm a Christian, that's what I would do is read my Bible. But emotional health is very important for you to cope very well, because if you don't cope, it's not going to be, you're not going to do very well. So the goal is learning healthier ways to handle life's difficult moments because when the coping system changes, the eating habits often change too. So if you are having problems with coping emotionally, um, when you start doing better in that, you'll find out that your weight loss journey starts feeling, you start feeling better in it. So I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to go ahead and tell you my own story of how I used to cope. Yesterday when I talked about my journey in weight loss in reference to when I was younger, how I felt. I used to compare myself with people. I was not, I was chubby when I was younger and stuff. So as I grew, I got more confident. I lost weight by swimming and tennis. I was really feeling good about myself and all that. But as time go, I went on. I got into a marriage that was just not good for me. It wasn't a good marriage. Well, I just stayed through it. And women, you just say, we stick it through. You just stay in for the kids or whatever. And when it became a serious enough that that my life would have been taken, I knew I had to get out of there quickly. But before that even happened, I first of all, I got separated from my ex-husband initially. The first thing was a separation. I had to get out of there. So getting out of this situation that was difficult for me, and I had a daughter then. She's very young, very little child, and I'm like, okay, I have to go somewhere and be safe because it was not safe for me to be there. So I left, started my life all over again for a bit. I went to nursing school because I had a degree in Nigeria where I was born and raised, but I couldn't use my degree here. So it was pretty much when you come to a different country, different lifestyle, everything, I pretty much felt like I had to start all over again. So I went to I went back to school, went to nursing school. It was such a difficult time. And ooh, I thought that nursing school was going to be as easy as other college classes that I took. Now, it wasn't like it was easy, but I thought I was smart enough to just make it through. I'm like, hey, isn't it just to pass exams? Because for me, I feel like I can pass exams. And I was like, because I wasn't making much of anything. I was at that time, that's when my weight loss journey started. Yeah, my weight loss counseling journey started then. So working as a weight loss counselor and stuff, I was like, oh, I become a nurse, I can make more, you know. I also had another job. I worked as a geriatric nursing assistant, and I just felt, let me go to nursing. And then when I did that, it was so difficult. Nursing just seemed the work was not difficult. It was like there was so much to do at the same time, and they expected you to do so much, and you had to just pass the exam. It just so much coming at you all the time. I always had homework. I always had something to do. It was just something all the time. Like there are times where after the class, I'm like, ah, who wants to go eat fried chicken? I was a fried chicken lady. I'm like, who wants to eat fried chicken, please? And I would just take my car, drive down to the Church's Chicken just right in front of the school, just not too far. Drive 5 minutes and I'm there. Church's Chicken. Let me get a hot chicken over there. I use Church's Chicken to cope with my stress. And you know what happened to me? Not only Church's Chicken, I'll tell on myself. I remember one day I hadn't cooked, and then I had a little girl, so I had to also cook for her too, because I was so stressed out. I'd never been that stressed going to school. Like you go to school, you come by, you can eat bread or whatever. It's not that hard. But nursing school was like everything coming at you all the time. I studied all the time. I was studying all the time. If I wasn't studying, I was sleeping. If I wasn't sleeping, I was hurrying up to make a quick meal or do something that would. I didn't do a lot of cooking like I do now. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So the stress level was so high. I remember one day I was so hungry. I was like, you know what? I was craving. My GI health was not good because I wasn't eating well. I wasn't eating balanced diet. I was not eating fruits and vegetables. I wasn't doing all of that. I just wanted a quick something. Let me get something quick to eat and just get in and start reading my book. Man, I bought this cake. I remember I got this big cake. It was a what was it? It was a carrot cake. It was a carrot cake. I was like, man, I'm so stressed out. These people are not gonna kill me. Let me just get this carrot cake. Took the carrot cake, and what did I do? I almost ate a whole carrot cake for lunch. I was waiting for the Chinese food that I ordered, but then they were wasting my time. Like, these people not doing it fast enough. I'm just gonna get a cake so when that food comes, I can eat that food for dinner. It was bad, y'all. I was so stressed out. I remember not doing very well in one of my tests, and I was like, oh my God, how does people want me to study? I had to go find out how to study for nursing school because I cannot fail. For me, I don't like to fail exams. I don't want to repeat a class. Anything that's stressful, I just want to deal with it and be done with it and move on. That's me. Man, it was hard. It was really hard. So, guys, yeah, I see. It was hard. I'm glad y'all can relate. I can see. I'm glad you can relate. Almost ate the whole thing. In 1 year of nursing school, I don't gain 20 pounds. I knew my clothes are not fitting right. And I didn't think I looked that bad that much, but hey, there was one, I remember one day, I think I was trying to look for something to wear and I couldn't. I was like, why did the clothes not fitting right? Doesn't feel right. Doesn't, man, I had gained like almost 30 pounds. It wasn't no 20 pounds, it's almost 30 pounds. I was like, what in the hell? What did I do? Man, I started crying. I started crying because I'm like, I don't look good. And then my ex-husband was we're trying to get back and stuff. We just separated for a year or two, 2 years or so, or more. I don't even recall, but whatever. Trying to make me feel good. No, you look beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh no, I don't. My God, it was not good. It was not good. I felt horrible and I had to find a different way to cope. I had to find a different way to cope. And I would share with you some of the things that I even still do to now because life is gonna life. Things are gonna happen, but you cannot keep starting and stopping. Oh, I'll be good for 2 days. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start all over again. So you can go and buy whatever you want and eat it all over again. So this is the things that I did to help myself. Now I already shared with you some things to do, but this is what I personally did. So I started avoiding like I stopped buying things that processed food, like the cakes and stuff. I stopped buying the cake. So no cake in my refrigerator. I'm not buying any cake. No more cakes, sweets and stuff, things that I knew that were not good for me, I wasn't buying them. So I started buying more fruits and vegetables. Even at home now, I fill up on fruits and vegetables. Even with my kids, I found out that when they eat more whole foods, like live food, not processed, live, fresh salad, stuff like that, when they eat it, they behave better, they act better, everything is much better. And for me, I don't eat a whole lot, but I like to know that it's there when I want it. So I buy fruits, vegetables a lot, fresh, fresh. So, that's what I do. And then sometimes when I'm really, really down, depending on what going through, maybe I could be feeling lonely, feeling sad, and stuff like that. I can go into prayer. So a lot of times when I'm praying, I just talk to God about everything, how I feel. And then if I'm not talking to God about something, I can make a phone call, call a girlfriend, talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. Or sometimes I can call a prayer line. Call a prayer line and just talk and just tell them, hey, I'm feeling this way. Can somebody pray for me? I'm feeling down or whatever. And that helps me. Another thing that helps is worship. Worship. When you're feeling afraid, when you're feeling anxious or you're feeling depressed, worship, those two things cannot exist in the same place. See, the Bible says that the Lord inhabits the praises of his people. So when you are praising God, the presence of God literally comes to you. So the day you're feeling as if God, I don't know if God really answers my prayer, God is not around everything, just worship him for a little bit. You see, all of that complaining, all of that nagging, all of that stuff, it goes away. It really does. They can't stay. It has never failed. Yesterday I was feeling a little down about something yesterday and I went to bed and when I woke up I just kind of woke up and I was just kind of looking around and stuff. And I felt a song speaks come up in my spirit. And every time that happens for me, God is talking to me. And this is God's reminder to me. The Lord was showing me, I heard this song, Let the Worshiper in You Wake Up. It's by a Nigerian artist called Dunsin Oyekan. Honestly, he's such an amazing guy. So I went ahead and I took the listened to the song. I was like, every time I wake up and there's a song that wakes me up, I feel like God is talking to me. And I listened to the song and I said, okay, what is God saying? So I went ahead and I played the song. I worshiped to that song 3 times. The first time I kind of listened a little bit, second time I was singing something. And then even today, the rest of the day, I worshiped, I prayed. You have to, because these are the things to help you cope. As a single mom taking care of 2 special needs sons, sometimes it gets really hard. Like it gets so hard, I just sink. And this is one of the things that I do to cope. So one thing I don't have is, and even if I even buy ice cream in the house, those boys are gonna finish it up anyway. So thank God. So I don't even buy ice cream. I'm not much of a processed food eater. But when I did it was in nursing school. Like I've never been so stressed out in school before. So nursing school was the first. I'm like, what is this thing? Why can't I just pass this exam? Like, why is it so difficult? Why they give us all of these stuff? I started complaining, but after a while, you can't. Life is life. You have to do it. You want to pass? Go ahead and just deal with it. You want to lose the weight? You want to look beautiful? You want to be confident again? You see, it's only going to be for a short period of time. And before you know it, you get your confidence back, you get your groove back, all that stuff. So that's what I do. Then another thing I love to do when I was really down and stressed out, I could watch a movie. I usually watch um I usually watch comedies. Usually watch comedies. I can just okay, let me just go see what's this guy's name? I'm even thinking when I'm thinking about it, I'm laughing. I can't remember his name for what is his name? Uh no, it's not Chris Brown. It's not Chris Brown. It's oh, when I remember, I'm gonna tell you. It's this silly guy, this African American guy that used to change. Used to be what's his name? I see his face right now. I just can't even say it. Tommy. He has friends called Tommy and Guy on the Fifth Floor. So when I watch it, I laugh, and before you know it, they say laughter is the best medicine, and it works. So that when you're feeling down, that's a good thing. And then if some people just love being around their children, comforts them. Do that. Whatever comforts you, do it. But don't let food be the place you. Then sometimes I go on a walk. Oh my God, I feel so good when I go on a walk, like first thing in the morning or late in the evening when I go to walk. I love it. I feel good. I feel very good about that. So I don't one thing I don't do is because if you are somebody who is out, let me throw this out there because because women like to shop, they like to go shopping to help me and everything. As long as you have the money for it, you can do that. But if it's a habitual thing that's making you go into debt, please get out of that habit. Throw that habit away and just get rid of it and just do something else, okay? Because I was gonna say go shopping, but I said I'm never gonna tell no lady go shopping if you're feeling down. I'm not gonna do that because a lot of the times when you're emotional, you're gonna buy emotional things, and before you know it, it's something you probably just didn't really care about that much. You go into debt for it. I don't need nobody going into debt for something like that. So no, don't do no emotional buying or none of that. We're not doing none of that. So that's pretty much it. So we're going to go into our next topic. We're going to go into the next topic now, which will be about hormones. We're going to talk about hormones. I'm going to be really quick about that. We're doing pretty well with time. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I'm really excited about this hormones. Hormones, 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 hormones. So hormones does affect women. Hormones affect us in so many ways. So, yeah, so we have medical conditions that can affect weight loss for women that makes it very difficult for women to lose weight. So you have hypothyroidism. That's where you have the different hormones we have. We have insulin. Hold up. Let me. This is kind of like ahead. I'm going ahead of myself. Let me go back to the basis with the hormones. With the hormones, I really want to go into it really well so that you guys can really, because these are some things that you have to know. Because sometimes people can't lose the weight and like, what's wrong? Why can I not lose? This is why I said go to the doctor, because where you can't, you've tried, especially when you've done what you know to do. Like some people really try hard. They go to the gym, they work out, they eat well, everything, and it's not going down. Go to your doctor. That's why I said start with a doctor. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the weights, um hormones. So there's so many hormones. We have hormones like oh, insulin. Oh my gosh. Insulin hormones. I'm gonna make it pretty quick. Let me do it this way. So we have insulin hormone, we have cortisol, we have thyroid hormones, we have estrogen hormones, we have the hormones, the gut hormones for they help with feeling hungry or not feeling hungry and stuff like that. And all these things do affect the way you lose weight. Um, but there are some medical conditions that women have that could affect their weight loss. We have hypothyroidism. That is where your thyroid is not really active like it should be, and with that, you get women start feeling they have weight gain, their hair start thinning, and they feel tired a lot. You feel tired a lot. So you have things like PCOS, polycystic ovarian cyst. We have belly fat women that having bigger bellies, irregular periods, insulin resistance. Um, that can be with PCOS. And I know some ladies that have PCOS. They say no matter what I do, I can't lose the weight. But then I have a secret: you can lose the weight. Insulin resistance. People have had insulin resistance. They've not been able. Also, that affects weight loss. Where you start having sugar cravings, difficulty losing weight, comes with that sugar craving where you're always wanting sugar and stuff. Now, women who are in perimenopause and menopause, estrogen, progesterone, the hormonal changes are happening. So you have weight gain, poor sleep, you start having night sweats, all of those things. I got something for you. You're gonna do well. It's not over. That's why I said when I said the wait is over, the wait is over. They're answers. So when you think, oh my God, I don't tried everything. No, you haven't tried everything. You haven't tried me. You haven't tried something that I got that's gonna help you. So another thing that affects women's weight loss is sleep. When you're having poor sleep, you have fatigue, you have start having increase in hunger. When you have your cortisol levels are high, cortisol is a stress hormone. When your stress hormone is high, you can't, you start gaining weight. All of these things, emotional eating happens when the cortisol level is high. You can't really sleep. You're fagged out. Increased hunger. You don't. It doesn't help. So, chronic stress also affects women. We've already talked about that. And some people take medications and stuff, but you want to be careful. Again, I'm the type of person I'll go natural before I go to prescription medications because of side effects. And I have a very sensitive body, and a lot of people have sensitive bodies, and they just say, "Oh, I'll just take it because it is what it is. Um, I'll just take it and everything," because they don't know that life they can do. They don't know that they don't know what's out there. So all they know is the medications that the doctors give them, and they don't know that there's other options. But if there are other options, then of course, they need to take the option. That's why I'm doing this challenge, because the challenge is an education challenge. Oh my gosh. Wow. So the challenge is an education. This is why I do the challenge, to Educate people. Y'all, please excuse me. I had to check on this real quick. Like, what time is it? Where is your location? I just want to make sure these people are safe and stuff. What time is this thing? It's kind of like real right now. Gosh. Okay. Um, okay. So increased cortisol, belly fat cravings, medications, like I said, it's not a good thing. Um, so before blaming yourself, women, before you take on all this stress and say, hey, I don't tried everything and it's not working. Hey, what is this? Is so hard. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. It's not you. A lot of the times it's not. Are you did you tell your body to stop making the hormones that you need? Or did you tell the cortisol level to go up? It's not you. So we're going to manage the things that we can manage and the things that we can do to help ourselves to get to where we need to do. We're going to, I got good news for you. Okay. That's why I'm here to help you out. So don't blame yourself. Remember, I said yesterday, if you were here yesterday, I talked about the blood work. You got to do the blood work. Do you cholesterol? You got to do your cholesterol blood work, cholesterol levels, blood sugar levels. Check on your thyroid hormones. Check it because it could be. If you're not sleeping well, check and see why you're not sleeping well. Because women don't have a will. For women, we do not have willpower problems. Like if you've been following me on Facebook and stuff, you know I tell you that women, we do not have no willpower problem at all. We don't. You just need information on what you need to do. Okay. So today is the day that I'm going to be explaining to you. I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to talk about what it is. I'm going to share my screen with you. And oh man, I do not recall how to do this thing no more. Mm. Okay, I hit the share. I think I hit share, right? Okay, yeah. So perfect. Y'all, we learn every day. So, of course, so I'm sharing that this is a wake-up call for everybody. When you know you have done everything that you know to do with the information that I've given you from yesterday and today, you should know now that it's not all you. It's not like it's not your fault. It's not like, okay, you knew everything. You didn't know. And that's why I'm doing this challenge to educate women to say, look, if you don't know, now you're going to know. I'm going to tell you what. So it's a wake up call, and this is your moment for you to take your time and look at what it is that I've taught you in reference to your weight loss and what you need to do to um, lose the weight. And what you don't fix, you're going to repeat it. So we've talked about emotions, we've talked about your emotional health and what it is that you need to do to take your emotions to where get your emotions to where it needs to be so you can handle things better and be successful where you need to be successful. So what you don't fix, you're going to repeat. And you have two options. You keep repeating it or you do something else. Somebody once said that it is it's a crazy thing for you to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. And that's a definition of insanity. And I don't want anyone to feel like, that you're hopeless, you don't have any hope and everything, because you do have hope. You have the option of repeating, which is not going to take you anywhere, or to just go ahead and do something different to get what it is that you need to do so that you can be successful this time. So truly the wait can truly be over. I'm telling you that I've taken care of a lot of people and I have seen people who seemed like it was a hopeless situation and they just could not lose the weight and they were successful and they lost the weight. This summer is already here. Summer, what is it? This is May. May, we already hit the date. When I made this, it was a little bit later, but summer's here and we're prepared. Even if you feel like you're not prepared, but this is your moment and it's not the moment for you to get on board and start doing what it is that you need to do to get to your goal weight and for you to start feeling like you again is now, not tomorrow, not next week. So I have a few slides to talk about some women who decided to change their lifestyles and decided to start taking care of themselves and do what it is that they needed to do to lose the weight. And here is Christy. Christy is an amazing lady who tried to lose the weight, and she took some advice, got recommendations, and losing the weight has happened to her quickly. She did very, very well. Look at her. You see her belly? You can see that. And some people might say, well, she's not overweight. No, you know what? It is to that when I did day one, I was saying, how much weight do you want to lose? You have to know what you want to look like, who you want to, what is size of clothes you want to wear. What part of your body is a problem? You have to know this because once you know it, you're already going to start solving your problem. There's another beautiful lady here too. She also wanted to lose the weight. Carla tried to lose the weight. She had tried. She's one of those that I done tried everything, couldn't find anything, lose the weight. But hey, she joined the program and look at she looks so beautiful, confidence up. She's always been a beautiful lady. She just looks even better with her weight loss. We know why she looks better because this is what she wanted for herself. If she wanted to lose 10 pounds and she said that's good enough for me, then that's what's going to be good enough for her. She got what she wanted. She looks beautiful. She's just amazing. And I'm so glad with her journey and everything. There you go. Another beautiful woman here wanted to lose weight. Lovely outfit. She's actually still beautiful. Again, she went for her wedding, looked at the wedding picture, and she's like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I look like this. Oh no, something gonna have to change." Just the same way when I ate that cake nursing school, eating fried chicken every time there's a stressful class. Hey, where's the fried chicken? I gained all this weight. And when I took a picture of myself, trying to fit myself into clothes, I was like, "Is that me? Is that me?" Well, that's me. Face her reality. Look at her looking so good, looking cute. Look at her wearing her swimsuit, looking all good and stuff. So, oh, this is another one. Keisha, such a beautiful lady here who also made a decision to join the program, lose the weight, and she's been doing so well. Body transformed, looks like a completely different person. So you see the combinations. It doesn't matter where you are. You see, we have Hispanics who have done this and is doing what they've done well with the program. You have a white lady here. We have two white ladies here. There's an African American lady here. So it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're a lady, you want to lose weight, you want to lose the weight, you can. You just have to make the choice and you have to take what it is that's given to you for you to lose the weight. There's another it's another sister here. This is my sister from Filipino. Yes. Yes, a Filipino sister here doing so great. I'm telling you, Maria decided to lose the weight as well. And she has done so well. Look at her midsection with the same pants that she wore. She has done so well. So well. She's done so well. She she was quite comfortable where she was, but she's like, well, let me just try it. She tried it and look at how beautiful. She looks so beautiful. Another sister here. Now, this lady, oh, I cannot even recall her name, but I do remember her where she started taking a supplement. There was this thing she was taking. I think she was the one who was having I mean I'm not sure if she's the one, but I had a client where she was taking blood pressure medications, wasn't feeling too good and stuff, and man, it wasn't good. But she just said, you know what, I'm just gonna start going on natural and stuff, and she did, and boom, right after that, see what happened to her? She started losing weight, started feeling good, and boom, man, she started looking really good. So she lost a lot of weight. Just look at her. Look at her abs. Look at her midsection. Look at her midsection. It's a game changer right there. That's her midsection. So she's really doing well, and I'm so proud of how far she's. So you see, transformation is taking place every day. There are women out there who are making the decision that I really want to lose this weight. I want to do what I got to do to lose the weight. I'm excited about this and all of that. Hey, so how this is how you do it differently. When you want to lose weight, you cannot just do anything randomly and just say, okay, I'm just going to get up today and I'm just going to lose weight. No, we talked about foundations yesterday. We talked about the fact that you have to do with knowing what your body type, what you want to do, how much weight you want to lose. Um, and a lot of times people fail because they don't have the structure, they don't have the guidance, they don't have the education, and they don't have the community to be able to do this. But with me, I am offering in my program, I offer a 12-month transformational program, which this one will be called the Weight is Over program, where I offer you 12-month transformation plan with guidance, structure, and accountability. So in my program, we're definitely going to be we're going to be seeing at least 2 times a week where we're going to be giving you guidance. I will customize your plan for you, give you the with the 2 times I see you a week, I definitely be educating you on what it is that you need to be doing in reference to your eating habits. I have to look at your lifestyle. Who are you? I don't just make, oh, it's not just going to be a individual plan like that. It's an individualized plan because people are different. Your medical condition could be different. Whatever is going on with you is different. So I have to make sure it works with you. You might be somebody who works day shift, night shift, whatever. It's got to work for you because you want to see results. And so that's what comes with it. It comes with us having a community of women working together. I'll see you twice a week. You're going to get the structure you need, the guidance you need, and definitely going to be give you an individualized plan. And coming with all that, you're going to also be getting ongoing support. So um, the customized plan, 2 times a week, I'll see you, ongoing support, accountability. But the investment for this will be $3,000 for a full year. 12 months with me, getting all this every day of the week, every 2 times a week. I will be doing 2 times a week all year long with you. Of course, except for the holidays. We're going to figure it out holidays time. We're going to figure out holiday time. But definitely 2 times a week, customized plan for you, community. You're going to get accountability and guidance. All of that for $3,000 for a full year. And for those of you who came in here, you get a bonus today. Today is I have a bonus for people here. I love to see people win. And I know there are people out here who definitely want to lose weight. You want to lose about how many guys, how many pounds y'all want to lose? Some people want to lose 20 pounds. Some people want to lose 30 pounds, 50 pounds, for especially those who want to lose 100. Some people want to lose over 100 pounds. Yes, ma'am, they do. They do want to lose that. And with that, I can help you out. If you bring a friend to do this and you pay your $3,000 in full, you will get 2 months extra. 2 months free. So instead of 12 months, you're going to get 14 months. And your friend comes in free. And you get 30% off products that you would need to lose your weight. Yes, we do give supplements. There's some supplements that people need based on whatever it is that they're going through or whatever help they need to get to their goal weight. I do offer supplements. So instead of you getting it at a whole price, you will be getting it at 30% off. Tell me this is not a steal. Tell me this is not a steal. I'm telling you, this is a good deal. I'm excited for you guys because this is a life-changing program. I'm telling you, I love it because I have a lot of clients that when I see that, remember one client that I had who could not wear shoes. She was in her, let me say in her 50s So she came in, difficulty losing weight. She could not work out. She could not work out. We talked about this yesterday. She couldn't work out. And then she just goes ahead and she's like, I can't work out, but can I lose the weight and everything? We helped her. I got an individual plan. And I'm telling you, she was able to lose the weight. One day she comes into the office and she is wearing shoes. She could not wear shoes. And her shoes were pretty much, they were sandals actually, because she always would just wear slippers or whatever to come in. She could not wear anything else but that. Significant weight loss, and she was able to wear sandals to come to. She was so happy. She said, I have not wanted you. And from there, she graduated to wearing tennis shoes. Yeah. So now the second option is if you split your payments into two, let's say, okay, I can't pay the $3,000 now. It's a lot for me right now, but I can do 2 months. I can make my payments in 2 months. If you split the payments in two, you also can bring a friend and you get 30% off your product subscription. The difference is you're not getting 2 extra months, but you definitely bring in your friend and you get 30% off. And one of the reasons why I asked you to bring your friend is because life can be lonely. And when you have that accountability with your friend, both of you trying to lose the weight and you doing things together, it helps. And let me bring clarification with your friend will pay for their products as they need to get for themselves. Because a lot of the times you do definitely need to get your multivitamins and stuff. When you are losing weight, you want to make sure your body's getting what it needs. So multivitamins is always a plus to have some. If you want to get, you can always get with us. There are other things that could be needed. It's not compulsory, but when you want to get to your goal weight and make sure you're winning, you may have to use supplements. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And we have natural products. The product company that I work with are well managed. We have several high level testing going on with these products. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. So yeah, so ladies, this is your moment. Serious women only. I only want to work with women who are really dedicated, who want to do this. The spots are limited. I can only work with only a few people. I can't work with too many people. So right now, I decided to go ahead and let you know what to expect in reference to the program and what to start thinking about it, because we have day 3 tomorrow where we're going to dig in a little deeper. We're going to we're going to tie in everything day 1 and day 2, and we're going to talk a little bit more. And we have some time for more Q&As for people to ask me questions. I got a lot of questions yesterday on emotional health. What do we do with emotional health? What do we do with emotional health? What do we do with emotional health? That's what I got from you guys. So without any further ado, I'm going to come back to, I'm going to stop sharing now. And so what do you guys think? Any questions? Anything? Yeah, any questions at all? That would be up to you. If you have a friend and you guys want to split it, that's between the two of you. As long as you decide, as I'm not saying 3,000 per person. If you're coming in with your friend, then you can go ahead. Your friend is coming in for free. That's a bonus that I'm giving to you. So if you say you want to split the pay, that's between you and your friend. You can talk to your friend about that. But as long as you make your payment, that's what's important. But your friend, what your if your friends needs to purchase products, your friend will also be getting a 30% off their subscription. Yeah, the subscription of their products. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any more questions? So do you guys feel like you got I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat so you can see. You can see right there. So yeah, so you can pick, yeah, the Weight is Over program. Yes. You go ahead and click, and if you're interested, just go ahead and click on it. You can talk to family and see. You definitely be able to do this. Is an amazing time to start something, and we're going into the next half of the year. We're going to summer just started, so it just started. You can do a lot in 30 days. Trust me, you guys can do a lot in 30 days. I have seen insignificant things in day one. I can't even wait to start. So because once we start going, we're gonna go fast, and you're gonna start seeing results. So come in high expectations to see changes, to see things happen, to see things happen for you. We're going to see changes, long changes. When I'm done with you, we're not gonna be losing weight to just end it. No, we're going to lose weight and we're going to maintain it for years. I've had 3 children in 23 years now. I'm a size 6. I haven't gone above an 8. An 8, size 6, 8. Nursing school, of course, I went up a little bit after nursing school, you know. But hey, but I've maintained it. Now, even now, I'm maintaining at a 6 now, and I'm not going lower than that. This is it for me. I ain't going, because I don't want to start looking too skinny and looking all weird and whatever. That's why I said check your BMI. What is the appropriate weight for your height? And then, of course, you got to look at yourself too. Do I want to look too skinny or whatever? Some people don't want to look too skinny. I want to look good. I want to look good. So, yes, I want ladies to have their confidence back, to get what it is that they need, to be where they need to be. Yes, ladies. So, yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to start on time. Come back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for thank you so much. Yeah, so come back tomorrow. I'm gonna stop the recording now.